Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's UK Fuel Ninja. Right, back down the site clearance part. So I thought I'd show you what it was that I did. So here we go. Cleared out this little patch here. Go through here. There's another patch here. Patch down in there. Look at that big bastard slug. So yeah, we're going to kind of trim this up a little bit more, get this a little bit nicer. Still a bit rough, but it's had some time to sort itself out. See, the ground is pretty nice. It's full of like stones, but not big stones and stuff like that. So it's quite right. Fucking brambles, mate. Fucking brambles. Right. 1, 2, 3. There's a fourth patch as well. Yeah. Just down in there, but that's going to need a bit more cleaning out. We'll sort that out. Okay, now. Sorry about that. So I got some cutters this time. I'm going to go through and cut it all up, and then we'll come back in a minute once it's all done. Okay, fine, we're done. So, yeah, properly extended out this patch. Cute brambles. Extended out this patch. Haven't really done anything with this patch. I might just I don't know. I don't know what to do with that bit. I might cut it out a bit more maybe, but or I might just leave it. I might just leave that little bit. And then into the original patch, and that's this one site here. So just in this one bit I have enough space in here for 25 plants quite easily, and they'll be set up, and I'll just dig some holes out in this ground. Nothing particularly special, just dig a hole basically, and yeah, chuck them in and see how they go. I reckon they'll be alright, to be honest with you. It's really quite nice ground. I'm surprised, I thought it was going to be pretty shitty stuff really. But no, it turned out it's pretty nice. Pretty nice stuff. Back to the original bit of these fucking brambles. Fuck you, brambles. Fuck you. And then down this bit, this will be the biggest space just here. I might actually just cut those bits back there actually, neaten it up a little bit, and you shouldn't be able to see it. But yeah, a nice amount of sky that it'll get, and the ground's quite dry. Shouldn't have too much slug problems. But what I did discover about the bastard slugs is obviously we all know what happens when you put salt on them. Well, you can dilute that salt in water, and basically the diluted salt water creates a barrier that they will not cross. As soon as they touch that salty water, they'll back away from it, and I don't think it has to be particularly too strong either. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to water around in a circle with some salty water, and then that salty water will seep into the ground, and obviously it will have the effect of putting salt in the ground, but I don't think it's going to affect the plants, not to the levels that I'm going to do it. It's just a slug repellent. And then I get a spray bottle with a light saline solution and spray the plants when I come to do the slug thing, because the salty water getting on the slugs will piss them off. They'll want to drop off and they'll basically fuck off. So that's my intention. Keep it natural as possible, as long as the salt solution is quite weak. You just barely taste the salt in the water. That should be enough to really piss the slugs off and get them to basically fuck off. So it doesn't need to be ridiculously strong, but I tested it out and it does work. I know that as fact. I mean, it's not difficult. They don't like salty water. They're not going to like that either. So yeah, it does create a good barrier, and I'm going to use that. I'm thinking I will throw some slug pellets and all that kind of stuff generally around down here as well, but primarily it'll be the salt. So yeah, we're good to go. I'm not going to plant out till the 16th on the new moon, and then from there we'll plant out. So I've still got a little bit of time for the plants to kind of sort themselves out. This here is like, well, this bracken here is up to my face, so it's nearly 6 foot tall, this bracken, and I know that this is not finished growing yet. This has still got way more to do just yet. So yeah, so it should be fine. It should be fine for now. Give the plants a decent grow area. I reckon we'll probably get about maybe 8 plants in here. Bearing in mind they are regulars, so some of them are going to be male, some of them are going to be female, some of them might be weird fucked up hermaphrodite things. So there's obviously going to be losses there. There's also going to be breeding, so I'll be concentrating on some of that for seeds for next year. Disappointingly, only 4 of the cluster bombs has actually sprouted, so that's not good returns. We'll see how well that changes, because it might change, and we might get more. We might get more seeds. Who knows? Well, sorry, not seeds. We might get more of those cluster bombs come through. But as it stands at the moment, I'm a bit disappointed. But what has germinated and popped and germinated and sprouted looks pretty good. But I did have to rescue one of them, and if you've been germinating a lot of seeds and you know what rescuing is basically you got the membrane inside the seed casing, and that membrane, if it gets a bit dry, solidifies and sticks like kind of a super sticky cling film around the 2 first fake leaves, and in essence what happens is it traps and it keeps it shut like that. So you have to kind of peel it back so then it can open up. And I had to rescue one of them, because if I hadn't have done that, it wouldn't have survived. It's kind of a bit like surgery. You have to be very careful, because you'll end up pulling the plant up, damaging the roots, or you might just end up taking that top 2 fake leaves, I can't remember what they're called. You might break them or damage the plant. So the best way that I found to do it is some very less than lukewarm water with a little dripper pipette thing. Just drip some water onto it, let it soak, take like a cocktail stick, or I've got that little, that little strange fork thing. It's a little olive stabber. It's the autopsy tool, and the tool that I've been using to plant and whatever. So yeah, gently pull that little membrane stuff off, and then the plant's alright after that. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that to happen, but hey ho, that's just the nature of the plants. And if that one was out in the wild just growing, then yeah, that plant would have been done. It wouldn't have had a chance, because yeah, the membrane would have just killed it. Yeah, so we'll see how many more. It'll be 78 if all 10 of them germinate. If not, then whatever the number will be, depending on how many germinate. This is the grand total of the plants that I've got to put out this year. I kind of reckon, so last year I planted 39 seeds, and I think I took something like 11 plants back after losses and deaths and males and so on and so on and so on. and this year I will have at least 60 plants, at least 65. So that's nearly. Yeah, it's a lot more. It's a lot more than I had last year. So I'm hoping, after losses, breeding, blah blah blah, I hope to take 20 plants this year. So with any luck, we'll get 20 plants. Don't know what the weight will be at the end. Don't know if I'll even get one plant. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it will work out, and we'll have some nice plants to harvest. Some more good videos to follow, and so yeah, with any luck. But I'm going to carry on a little bit more before it gets really dark and I can't see and freak out in the fucking middle of the woods, because it's, yeah, where I'm at is like miles from nowhere. So I've got a long walk, yeah, a long ass walk back to a main road to basically get out of all of this. So yeah, anyway, it's UKFN Ninja. See you guys all next time.